we focus on Shelton this time every week. And I'm happy to have in studio some great guests today to talk about a wonderful volunteer downtown cleanup that's happening on Saturday here from 8 to 10 in the morning. I'll have Amy Cooper and Dr. Bill Busacca on in just a moment, but first I got to get a catch up real fast with Communications and Economic Development Coordinator Andy Arnes. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Quickly on the Railroad Avenue project update, the next day things are happening is Sunday. Is that right?
Yes,
Sunday night?
Exactly. So starting on Sunday the 21st at 6 p.m., crews are going to be out. They're going to be doing hydro stripping to begin with and get all the paint off the road.
Okay.
And then also that day they're going to be working with the contractor and start restriping some of the sidelines and that center turn lane that's going to be put in.
Okay.
And then they're going to be working on that throughout the week. There'll be some overnight closures, but as we move forward through that, we will be sending out updates and project notifications throughout the week, and they'll have that finished up by Friday.
Oh, good. It's starting to move along. Very nice. There is a community volunteer downtown cleanup as well going on. And again, I mentioned that I've got Dr. Bill Busacca and Amy Cooper in to talk about that. Morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in. Where did this come from? How did this all get started? And what can we do to help? Amy, we'll start with you.
Well, it was a joint effort. We just happened to both be on the same page as far as the Downtown Merchants and Skookum Rotary. Rotary's done this cleanup before, and so I happened to reach out to Bill and see if we could do it again, and he was already thinking the same thing. And we're just looking to clean up Railroad Avenue, pull weeds, clean up trash. We've got some pressure washers coming down and just really spruce up the town, especially right before Forest Festival coming up.
Yeah, we're just about, 2 weeks away from Forest Festival. So, Dr. Busacca there, tell us about Skookum Rotary. When did they get started in this, and how long you been cleaning up the streets?
Well, we started about 3 years ago. 2 years ago, we did First Street down to Lumberman's, which I still call the Lumberman's.
Sure you do.
And so I looked around and decided that at the amount of dandelions, the amazingly amount of black moss that grows on sidewalks, it was time to spruce things up again.
Uh-huh. And so volunteers are needed meeting at Post Office Park, and the target area, again, is from 1st to 7th. So if we're going to get going at 8, you want folks kind of before that with their gear in tow?
Well, 7:45 would be good because Tom and Mo at Mo's restaurant have decided to provide us with coffee along with Urocco. And Mo said she'd rather bake than cook, so she's making us some breakfast yummies to go with the coffee.
Oh, nice.
And so 7:45 would be a good time to assemble in Post Office Park.
Andy, what does this do for a community when they all kind of gather around and clean things up, putting their good foot forward?
No, absolutely. Yeah, the city's very appreciative. So getting things ready for Forest Festival, and then we've been very appreciative of the Skookum Rotary and the Downtown Merchants. So it's been fantastic, yeah.
Bring your boots, start pressure washing things up and down the street.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very nice. So when it comes to folks that have this equipment, you encourage them to stick with it and use it themselves, or are you saying bring stuff down and let people use it, Amy?
A little of both, really. I mean, if you have the equipment, I think most people are coming on down to use that equipment.
Right.
But also, if you're not able to stick around for the event and you wish to drop something off for use, that's awesome as well. So, that's all totally fine. And then, of course, people that don't have the big equipment, bring your gloves, bring a few trash bags, and find something else to do.
How many bags last time you did this, Bill?
I don't see a lot of trash walking up and down Railroad. I hear sporadic incidents near Moe's or near Key Bank, little of things overnight from people that just leave stuff. But that's not the major problem so much as just an incredible amount of weeds popping all through the sidewalks, where the sidewalks join the buildings, and the fact that the sidewalks are really getting very moss-filled. Mm-hmm. And I think that, so we're going down, sweeping down with the weed eaters, then the blowers, and then the pressure washers. And it's all going to go in the street, and the city is going to provide the street sweeper, be all swept up when we're done, and there you go, it's a slam dunk.
And so then, Andy, the city's going to have, as mentioned, the street sweeper there providing some water hookups for the pressure washers, and then road closure assistance, because people are going to be
Yeah,
up
we
and
want to
down
make
the
sure and have a
street.
safe work area, so they'll have that closed down. And you mentioned those water hookups; those will be on the fire hydrants. They have like a regulator device, that will hook them,
okay.
so they can hook those pressure washers up to that.
How's the rest of the Shelton downtown merchants and all the folks in the downtown reacting to this? They're excited to kind of get out there, put some elbow grease into it.
They are, yeah. It's great to see it kind of travel around social media and the different groups that have picked it up and called to action their people to come on down. So it's one of those events where we're not going to know how much participation we have until it happens, and I think that we're going to be impressed.
I think one other good thing is that the forecast is calling for a beautiful day on Saturday, so folks will be able to wake up, stretch, and go, yeah, it's a nice, let's go downtown and start cleaning things up. Be very nice. Again, special thanks to Smoke and Moe's, Yurako, and Domino's supplying food to the volunteers. It's all part of the Community Volunteer Downtown Cleanup coming up on the 20th from 8 to 10 in the morning as we focus on Shelton this week. Brought to you by our community credit union. Andy, Amy, Dr. Bill, thanks for coming on and talking about this.
Thank you.
Great. We're looking forward to really sprucing the town up.
It's going to be nice.